Hey there, and welcome back to the Train of Thought, an educational monster train series where I do a checkup on the intro and my inflection during this. I don't know. I don't normally do a ton of sound testing. I'm not going to bother you all with sound checks repeatedly. I'm pretty confident that the sound levels and things are fine, but enough people have brought this up in assorted comments over a number of my videos that I felt like I would check in on it. The comments I've heard are that the inflection in my intros for all of my videos, mind you, not just this series or any of them, it's a little unpleasant to listen to. Maybe my voice has too many ups, too many downs. It's not a straightforward level tone, and I don't think there's any particular reason for that. Honestly, the interesting thing is I feel like I have to increase the volume of the first couple words I say when I start a video so that the microphone sort of levels out a bit. I don't actually think that's a thing, but I think that my brain does it. So I just wanted to check in on what people think of the introductions. Do you think that the are my inflections easy to listen to? Am I creating too many highs? Are people having to adjust volume specifically for the intros? Things like that. If anyone has any strong feelings that way, that would be useful to hear. And honestly, if your opinion is that it's just fine as is, and a vast majority of people think that, then that's also cool. I probably won't change it. I only mention it just because, well, you're never going to make everyone happy, is the thing. But if enough people are concerned about something, I'm not married to the way that these intros go. I could level out my voice or just take a quieter starting tone or something like that, and it wouldn't really change much. It would just be a change in my voice choice, right? It's just something I'm used to doing the current way now, and yeah, so we'll see. Anyway, that's about as much as I need to say there. I don't think I need to dwell on it. I am interested in your feedback, if you have any. Regardless, let's move on to what we're doing today. We are just playing, as I check, a very normal run of Monster Train. Nothing fancy. We are continuing on my win streak. We are 92 on my win streak, which is very exciting. 8 more to go. And we're also, it happens to be 48 on the series. Pretty fun. I'm keeping that metric just because it's fun at this point, but I don't know, whatever. Anyway, our previous run was with Rector. We had Rector and Umbra, and I did something weird. I did Paraffin Enforcer Shadow Eater, and sometimes this pops off, but in this particular run it ended up being, I don't know, mediocre. I'm not sold on how it performed there. I think it did fine, and I think that it did answer the early and mid games at a point where it mattered, but at the same time, I don't know, it didn't represent too crazy a value. I don't feel like it really popped off like some of the other Shadow Eater variants. So I didn't give it as much notice in like the title or whatever of the previous video. That might not be something I try again. I feel like a lot of the run was carried on the back of Lady of the House and Hallowed Halls and that setup. And if I had just kind of leaned into that a little more, I think it would have been a stronger run overall. And that I would not have needed the Shadow Eater in the first place. Could have saved on that infusion and a lot of things. I've been giving that one some thought. That's kind of a useful tweak that I can keep in mind for the future. It's definitely a line I probably wouldn't have normally pursued as the interesting thing, right? Because the burnout is a risk there. So I probably, in my own personal playing, would definitely have just gone the Lady of the House and leaned into that and made 3 of them. Which I think is the better line. But I was so excited about showing off another cool Shadow Eater run. I didn't throw, I mean, we won, but we did take a massive amount of damage because I had to try my hardest to line up the floors, and in doing so gave way too much armor to a Wiltwings that pummeled me for, what was it, 100 damage? So it could have gone wrong, is what I'm saying, and I think that I need to be more cautious of that. So a little less experimental, a little more tried and true. I don't want to give up the win streak on something silly like that, so I would like to reach 100, which is the goal. That's enough chatter about that. I've already kind of dwelled on that more than I think I was intending to here. We are moving forward into Wurmkin. I think the Wurmkin champions are both exceptional, and you can almost always find a line for them no matter what. Chief is perhaps the weaker of the two, simply because he's big, and it can be a little annoying to try to find the line. Right, I mean, a great example of this is there are clan combos that make this awkward, right? You're shown Infector Decayer into Queen Zimplings. Is a very risky proposition. You have bad infusions. You probably aren't inspiring enough with that. Similar with Dregs, honestly, just because he's so big and you want to put something else more useful on his floor, you have no room for these Dregs, these units. So there are bad rolls here that you have to be careful about. Whereas I think Echo Right pretty much has no bad rolls, all things considered. Oh no, you get Implings, you just send them to the Shadow Realm and then play a normal Etch run or something, and your run is actually better because you have fewer cards you have to redraw in the end. So things like that. Regardless, I do think Chief is a top 4 champion in this game. Probably, actually, honestly, number 5 in my book. I always go back and forth on this. You know, I think the top 2 are obvious, and then you've got Echo Right, who's a solid number 3. But then I kind of bounce between, do I think Rector or Chief is the stronger number 4? I don't know. I think Rector's pretty incredible in the DLC, and it's backed up by how good Melting is, and then Chief is also excellent, so whatever. Anyway, one thing that's kind of funny, and I won't dwell on this, but look at Chief's base stats sometimes, with like 140 life on the Inspire line, and then go look at Windleton's stats, and you gotta wonder where that came from, right? Why is Windleton so squishy for a 3 space? That one always gets me. Anyway, we will continue on with our win streak and make sure it's right. We have Chief, random, 25, no mutators. So as always, do like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and yeah, let's go have a run. Alright, hope you're all doing well today. I'm having an okay one, nothing really to complain. I have some vacation time coming up in the real world, which is interesting because by the time that you see this video, given how I record, my vacation time will be over because I record about a week and a half in advance and I'm not going away for that long. But I am a little ahead on videos, which means that I don't mind not recording for 3 or 4 days, so it'll be fine. I think the next time you get a recording from me will probably be after my vacation. Unless, of course, this run is lightning fast and very strong, in which case maybe I have time for a second one tonight, we'll see. But anyway, that's enough about that. Let's do a monster train. We are default Wurmkin with a default Awoken giving us restores, which is excellent. Before I read the rest of this start, restores and Awoken in general with Chief is huge. You really want ways to keep Chief alive, and truly one of the best ways is to just pummel a bunch of HP healing into his massive health pool. I was just talking about it, so that's cool. We are facing Plating Seal Daedalus. This is Spell Shield Fell and Chased Seraph with Bogfly, Vine Grasp, and Total Recall. I value Total Recall very low, but fine. And Bogfly's okay. Honestly, this is a pretty decent start because Bogfly's going to punch out a lot of damage early game, and having pings is also good. Vine Grasps are good for late game for reorganizing floors, and are also just good for killing enemies early game, so this is pretty solid. Worth noting, there are no heals in that start though, which is potentially concerning, but whatever. Improved Firebox, Hell's Banners. These are both pretty low impact. I don't imagine a universe where I'm playing anything with Endless that I'm going to be playing enough to trigger Hell's Banners. We see what? I have choice on banners, Awoken with a Steel on Ring 2, but I do have a Wurmkin if I want to go that route and have something to upgrade. We see another Steel Shop and an Awoken banner on Ring 3, opposite a Hellvent heal, and a final Wurmkin banner as well. We've got a lot of choices here. I think there are enough interesting things I could do on turn 1. If they show me an Awoken's Rail Spike, I give it Intrinsic or something, that improved Firebox is going to perform marginally better here. Right? I just don't see Hell's Banners providing enough here, so we will click it. Improve Firebox. It's fine. It's fine. Interesting. So we have a Corruptor run this time. I'm not going to click Infector, and there's a reason for this. I think this is a fine path. This is honestly functional if you're shown a really bad line, but it means you want to find Inspire units very badly, so I would tunnel the 2 Wurmkin banners here, and honestly, Corruptor with a Sweeper is ridiculously strong into pretty much everything. I can heal Corruptor in the front. I think it's got to be this. This also plays nice early game with the Bogflies, right? So it's always Corruptor here. This does mean we're particularly vulnerable to a couple things, but we managed to dodge one of them. This line is particularly vulnerable. I scroll all the way to the bottom to Patient Seraph, which we're not dealing with. It is chased. Obviously that makes regen a little weaker, but at a minimum, we're not dealing with the melee weakness massive hits, which this line has somewhat of a concern with. And additionally, the only other one is, where is, if I do the math right, Ring 5. You've got to watch out for Crystal Cloak with this champion. It's easy to get caught up in a really powerful offensive line that destroys everything, but can't take 7 or 8 rounds from Crystal Cloak. You don't have that HP. And if you lose Chief, you lose so much damage on your backline that even if you manage to take those hits, you run out of oomph and you die. So yeah, things to concern with, things to think about. We are really strong, but I need to be careful about upgrading Forge Disciples if I'm playing the Bogflies. I think I click the first Horde because I have pings, I have a lot of choices, I have fractures, and we're okay with 15. And also, I value relics really highly with Wurmkin, so we'll click this. So remember when I was telling you that... Wow. Oh, wow. This is tough. So remember, we've had a recent run. Have we? You maybe haven't seen this run. I'm not sure when it goes live. I actually think this run maybe goes live after this. So I'm not going to spoil it for you. But let's just say Sketches of Salvation is really strong in Wurmkin. This is one of the few clans where I see Sketches and I actually seriously consider it. And I don't think it's necessarily just Sketches. It's because of things like Keeper of Echoes and First of Kin and Shard Soul Carver and creating massive Inspire floors. We are in a clan combo where it's hard to put Chief on that floor, which is unfortunate because he would just kind of die, and that might be tricky. The other consideration is that the steel shops are opposite the Wurmkin banners that matter. I want to go to the Merchant of Magic removals on Ring 4. I want to see these steel shops because I don't see another one until Ring 5. And if possible, I'd like to avoid the Ring 5 steel shop because there is a Vortex dupe cavern opposite it. So think about it like this. There's a lot of really strong path choices if I avoid Wurmkin units, and I think you have to tunnel Wurmkin units with Sketches. I would feel much stronger about this if the Merchant of Steel and the Merchant of Magic on Ring 2 were flipped, if I was seeing a Wurmkin banner with the Merchant of Steel. So there's that. Still, I think you could win with Sketches here pretty comfortably, just because there are 2 banners present. Meanwhile, there is something here that I look at and go, wow, this is strong, and it's Emblem of the Exiles. I was just talking about, well, geez, how do I keep Chief alive against things like Crystal Cloak and stuff? And really, I mean, this is huge. This is so good. In case Divinity is fine, right? 1 unremovable. This is good if I see extracts, and honestly, I think it's actually the worst of these 3 here, which is crazy, because I think this is actually a pretty good relic. It's Emblem of the Exiles. This is going to carry the early, mid, and late games. Yeah, it's just too strong here. We move on. That was a really good hit. I feel really powerful in response to that. Is there a draw where I mean, there is draw where I can't take this trial for free, but I think I want the money anyway. We're strong enough. I get that life back over a few turns, right? Yeah, this is actually the worst option here, right? I could save some damage by putting the Train Steward in, but I actually think I accept 6 here. Do I even need to? It's 1 Train Steward bottom. I could save the Ember Drain by getting it killed, and that saves 5 on the Chief, but I'm not worried about the Chief here, really. He's gonna be fine. Do I think this is strong enough to clear the boss? Probably, with the heals and other things. Yeah, this is okay. We'll keep this Train Steward in just to save the 3. I'm okay with that. Double heals here. Good. Again, I mean, I would be a lot more leery of this. I want money. I will take some damage here, no problem. Take another 1, it's okay. I take the heal here, which kills that front dude. I play Train Steward, Bogfly bottom, and then I kill 5-1 here. There's no total recall value here. I mean, there are a couple cards, but I don't see these as being it. Yeah, fine. Okay. Maybe I see something here. Yeah, we saved that 5. Very good. I'm going to ping out the healer. We do a little on bottom. I'm not worried about this, though. We do a ton of damage up top. I'll put the Bogfly in middle. Why not? It's 10 life. This is good. This is actually really good here. Yeah, we just take a ton of reap on this man, and then I throw a heal up top, and we're okay. Ton of stats. I've got basically Demon Fiend in the front here. Yeah, no worries. Cool. Trade 4 for the trial. Fair enough. No worries. Ah, yes. Infused Echo Infusion. That is, I think, an answer. We're going to get most of our stats and our attack from Chief himself. Infuse Echo Infusion is good. I would have taken either Echo Infusion or Echo Transfer here, whichever was infused. So, yeah. And I don't want a third Bogfly, so we'll take the Echo Infusion. Razor Sharp is nice. It is a little bit of augmented scaling. I think Wildwood Sap I would probably click if I didn't have Emblem of the Exiles, but we're going to have a lot of HP, so I'll take the extra damage here. We go to the Awoken banner here. What do we get? Quick is excellent. Into Sweeper. Sure. Husk Hermit. Why not? I click this because they show me the Quick here, which is good. Quick multi, very powerful here. I'm going to take the Horde. I feel strong about that. Oh, man. Decayed Decoy is... I mean, I have Fractures. We click it. Notice Stone. It's okay. There will probably be some value here, but not a big deal. And then Gnarled Root is, you know, also present. Whatever. Decayed Decoy is just excellent. Turns these Fractures into absolute murder machines. And if I see a later Serrated Mandibles, this goes out of control. I can't re-roll this, but that's fine. We'll move on. I feel so strong that taking those 2 relics is totally fine by me, right? Like spikes here, whatever. I'm cool. This Sweeper, maybe I should care about that, but I have a quick Shattered Shell, so it's not that big of a deal. Kill this thing on the bottom with Vine Grasp, no problem. We'll play Chief, and Husk Hermit takes some stats, and put some Reap in. Cool. Yeah, see, the nice thing is, with 30, you're guaranteed to get a Forge Disciple upgrade, which is somewhat concerning. We're gonna kill this man? Maybe. Depends on what I see. I need to see some restores, I think. So, I think what I want to do is I want to kill the Reconciler here. Ooh, actually, how much do I respect this? I want the money. Right, so we do Fracture here for money, and I'm going to pull the Forge Disciple to the front. There's a reason for that, right? Because I want all of this hit to go into the Forge Disciple, as the Quick, once I get enough echoes, should clobber these back too. Should be okay. Yeah, okay, this is acceptable. I see enough stats here. I should probably take the Echo up top, all things considered. There are bad draws here, right? Deadweight, Bogfly, Razor Sharp. That would get it. Deadweight, Bogfly, Total Recall, Double Train Steward. There's no reason to take this risk. And this guarantees pretty strongly we come close to killing that man, yeah. Cool. Yeah, this is a pretty tough draw, huh? We take some damage. Apparently I could not stop it all. Because, yeah, I came pretty close to drawing the Doom, right? True enough. Take a solid 7 for that. Shame. I actually want to click Total Recall here. Yeah, good. We ping out and do as much damage as we can. Yeah, cool. Cool, we get there. There were some draws that maybe had been concerning. We took the damage I didn't expect to take. It was honestly a bad draw on the bad turn, but fine. It is acceptable, I suppose. Proclamation. It's a pretty good card to take here. It is infused. Hosting Kin is actually not bad either. It's a better ping. Push to the back. I don't need him. I have Fractures. Shelter's nice, actually. We should probably consider this. Extra survivability will be valuable. Probably more so than the Proclamation will be, honestly. So sure. Sure. In a Steel Enhancer with an Infusion, I do need Infusion density, and this is free, so I will click this. Yeah. Okay, we go to the left. I don't really see a need for a dupe here. I don't need the Pyre help. We'll be okay. This might show me a good Infusion. And a multi-strike. That's good. That is good. Shattered Shell. Huh? Shattered Shell. I could infuse Shattered Shell onto our buddy. Not that impressive, but it does come with 10 HP, which is not bad, admittedly. Sorry, I shuffled in my chair there as I think about this. I don't need to be too antsy about it because I do have, what is it, a temple on ring 4. But if I don't see anything better, right? Yeah, I mean, if I don't see anything better, the one nice perk about Shattered Shell's Infusion that I usually give it crap for is I really like the HP gain here. 40 health is a pretty comfortable point for Husk Hermit. There's also the interesting choice here where I could realistically take Awoken Hollow, pump healing a little bit, and then my heals go into the Husk Hermit Awoken Hollow fusion and he cultivates himself, which is not only survivability, but pretty darn good overall. It's a consideration. I mean, it requires I take space and it prevents me from having 2 of them. But it's going to be pretty difficult for me to have 7 space on the floor anyway. I don't think I could reasonably take space without some incredible relic hits, right? I think this is a pretty solid infusion, all things considered. Most of our damage will come from Corruptor in the end, but having some HP scaling on our own and putting the regen back there or whatever should be fine. And yeah, then I just take, what is it, purple heal cards, or heal cards in general, and we're okay. Yeah, I think I'll take the Hollow, actually. It is a much more comfortable line. It comes with stats. The space is bad, but I won't infuse it here, so that's okay. Yeah, we saw some really good stuff here. Yeah, let's look in the caverns. Build a card. Give me heal. Heal damage buff. Given our current line, I actually really like the heal here, right? If I see heal regen, this is a massive card for Husk Hermit with our proposed line. Also good for keeping Chief alive. Yeah, we'll go heal. Ascend? Okay, I mean, we click Ascend here. 110%. I can now dupe that thing. Yeah. Space or money? It's just money? Too early. The space is fine, but I'm ascending things onto the floor. This old magic is busted. It's a heal, which procs Awoken Hollow's effect that we're putting on our dude, and it lets me dupe this Husk Hermit and create a hyper-stacked sweeper floor. And it gives me dollars. We click on that. Oh, buddy. What's in this temple? I didn't even look. Spell chain. We don't do the infusion yet. It's an interesting choice. There are some pretty decent spell chain options here, but I don't think I need to do this. I'm already at 30 shards. The thing is it doesn't represent enough value to me, right? It just doesn't. Yeah, the nice thing about this is, like I said, I already have my line. They've showed me some really great stuff so far, which is pretty blessed. So I just need to make sure I'm not losing the stuff like Crystal Cloak or the Divinity, right? And I go to the right, take removals. Magic Shop is solid. I do the infusion on ring 4. I take space from Daedalus so we can fit it all together. Because you do want to be able to play the first one with it, right? You need to be able to play the first setup. And then the second one, you're looking for, I don't know, like Intrinsic Frozen or something like that to send up the second. Because once you have 4 sweeping hits with quick behind massive Spine Chief, that's going to just destroy waves, right? Yeah. So we do the infusion here on ring 4. Pyre health is comfortable. It's good removals. And then I hunt the removal dupe here. Oh yeah, I dupe my infused lad there, and we assemble the super powered. Yeah, looking pretty good. I don't need to take these removals yet. We're fine. Moving on. Cool. Cool. So now it's pretty much about consistency improvements and yeah, consistency and not getting absolutely destroyed by stuff like Constructed Explosive, but it's also just free because Husk Hermit, so whatever. Yeah, fun. This Razor Sharp will also provide value here. Don't underestimate it, I think. Like, I mean, it clears this bomb, which has damage shield 1, which is excellent. Cool. Take the heal up top. I need to do that. I guess I could play Awoken Hollow somewhere. He does more than 0 damage, which is good. Just show me purple cards, right? It's just purple. Yeah, we narrowly get out of it, but with the purple here, we should be acceptable, right? Let's see, this is what, 50, 65? We do kill the front dude, which is good, so I don't have to mess with that floor. I do want money. So I ascend, take money on my man. Cool, dollar bills, good. I'll play this Train Steward, no reason not to. And with Quick, I don't care about this upcoming floor, so I don't know. What? Ping Daedalus? Yeah, sure. We should be okay. I mean, we'll take a hit from this dude up top, but I mean, we're gonna be fine, right? Like, this is cool. I take HP, I put Steel Enhancer in. We heal, I put Reap down, I do 130 on this floor. Seems okay to me, right? Ooh, buddy. Yeah, I mean, at this point, we just kind of remove non-purple cards, create hyper-stacked floor, and the run is over. I guess I'll protect downstairs, why not? We're in a really great position. I just need to make sure I'm not losing to something. Like, this turn, this is the turn you want, right? Regen stack, whatever. Reap on our man. The nice thing is these fractures are also incredible here. They represent an inordinate amount of damage. We took the good healing card here. Well, you know, not healing card, but you know what I mean. Just show me a bunch of purples, and we're okay. Oh, money is good here too, right? Take dollars. I do like that. This is the concern, right? You just don't draw enough purple cards, so I'm going to need to improve that a lot. And don't forget, I have to take space here because of my planned line. Wurmkin etchings. There's a universe where I infinite if I see an Awoken rail spike on this run, if I take this etchings, but I have no consume cards. reasonably, I mean, Cycle of Life is trashed here, right? Like, look at this. Echo Infusion is infused. It's free. And then Cycle of Life, what am I going to pay 3 Ember for that? No. Wurmkin Etchings is perspective. Right? It's a perspective card. And I'm seriously considering it because there are consume spells I will eventually be happy to grab. It's purple at the minimum, which is good, but it is expensive. I'm going to a magic shop, and I'm probably just going to make, what, like, restores and fractures free. I think it's tough. I think maybe if I had taken something like Notice Stone, I might have leaned more this way. I think I may miss an infinite here, but I honestly don't feel like I need it, so I will skip it. I don't think this adds enough, and I'm not taking Ember, which makes my position into these coming combats a little suspect. Opportunity to pivot. Keeper of Echoes. Kinhost Carapace, First of Kin. Oh yeah, there's with the First of Kin hit here, there's definitely some kind of First of Kin infused onto Husk Hermit, raise another one on the floor, and then just Wurmkin etchings a bunch of stuff back, and you create an etch run here. Yeah, but it's one of those things where I already have the Awoken Hollow, so pivoting is not as good, and I already have a line that feels really strong, so I would tell you that this line could lose if I didn't have this old magic that would let me ascend another Husk Hermit up, is basically it. We skip these. These don't do what I want here. And I have to take space. Don't mess that up. I need to be able to put 6 on a floor right away. Space. Good. All right, we go to the right. Of course, no questions about this decision. I happily grab Pyro Remains for anything that sneaks by. We always click, ooh, Intrinsic. If they show me a Frozen here, we may actually just win out of the gate, right? Oh yeah, Husk Hermit with Awoken Hollow, hell yes. Yeah, this is one of those things where I'm probably only going to heal one of them, right? But whatever. If I see a AoE heal or something, maybe it's better. I don't know. This is an interesting one. It's really just the stats, though, right? Those are really good starting stats. Plus 15 health. Size is fine. And yeah. The other thing that's important to note here is Chief is not going to take hits once I scale to a certain point, right? Because this thing will just kind of clobber. Show me a Frozen, you coward. Oh my gosh, they just give it to you? They just give it to you? Yeah, Intrinsic. And Frozen. I mean, wow. And now I just remove cards? This run is nuts. We have the line. It's so good. These Train Stewards are bad because they're not purple and I couldn't put them on the floor anyway. I will leave 2 in out of eventual respect for, what is it, Crystal Cloak, who is still scary, and I think is potentially the only way I lose here. Decayer. Nope. We go all in on Corruptor. Honestly, things like Emblem of the Exiles and being able to pump her full of fractures are going to be huge here. We took a lot of... what is it? Shards, by the way. This is a really high floor. Restores were better than Fractures, by the way, because I can play Restores on my units without units on the floor. Yes. If I saw a holdover on the reset here, what would I take? Honestly, Echo Infusion? I'll look. Yeah, wow. Run is blessed. Now, it's worth noting, this Echo Infusion is huge value, but survivability is really the only question here, right? Yeah, wow. Wow, very cool. Spend all my money. I mean, I don't need anything, right? I don't even need a shop next floor. I just dupe this thing and it goes crazy. We're going to be at 80 for sure on Ring 5, which means 2 stacks of stealth on Stealth Boss. But with the holdover on the Echo Infusion, I can just drop this whenever I want, by the way. It is a free card. The Spell Chain here? Jesus. I think that's 80 on Ring 4 is maybe a little too aggro. If I had, like, Carving Karuska, sure, I would slam this Spell Chain in a heartbeat, but I don't. If they show it to me, I'll consider it again, but I'm already so hard on shards. We're fine. We have powered up to a tremendous degree. A 180 enemy unit will pose a threat, by the way, but not enough that I really care that much. Yeah, we move on. Cool. What is this? Interesting. One of the few trials that's concerning potentially. I will take this Mark of Invasion. I don't mind it because I only have the one banner unit I'm guaranteed to set up, and it's okay, but we will probably take like 2 or 10 to the pyre depending on what gets infused on this floor. Yeah, so it's Chief, Hermit. I no longer require old magic for an ascend here. So I'm just going to play it for money and the infusion, take the echo infusion, cool. I do want to put the reap up top. Echo infusion is free, it doesn't cost me anything, and I take... Now here's the problem for you. Here's a problem for you, friends. We clear this floor. It looks good. The problem is this Clipped Guardian is going to punch the hell out of me. Let's see. 3 random spell cards from... Here's the deal. I'm going to ping the Conduit here to give me an extra turn to address this Clipped Guardian. Because of the sweep, I don't care if the floor stacks up, right? I hit everything anyway. And then what I do is I click Total Recall, and if I see something, yeah. If I see the Vine Grasp again, I get the money. And if I don't, it's okay. We're burning the Echo Infusion, and I'm actually just fine with it, because I don't really want to draw it again, and I have the Emblem of the Exiles to help out too. Truly, pretty good, actually. Yeah, now it's just pump, pump, razor sharp. Good. We're at a point where we might actually kill that big man now. Yeah, we get there. We get there. Get rid of these units. Very cool. And... let's see, if I kill the Conduit, Moment of Peace, there's no reason not to just kill this Conduit here and buy an extra turn to stack up stats, right? We answer this. My solution to this run was... this combat was perfect. I take 0 in response to my plays here. And we just take a 10 shelter. Put the Fogfly in, and I guess it'll do some damage here. Whatever. What a damage, wow. It's just one of those things, just a lot of damage incoming. Now, I think I'm actually going to Razor Sharp the Conduit here. And you might ask, why the hell would I do that? Really, it's because I might draw into my money card. I'm kind of just fishing for meta value here. So, with that in mind, I take a lot of curses here, but I'm just kind of fine with it, I suppose. I'm actually going to kill my own unit, right? Because that's cool. I guess it gives me more turns to stack up some stuff too, huh? It's a world I draw it, right? You don't see it, it's fine. We're fine. This looks even crazier when I have 2 of these, right? Show me green. Ooh, Return Soul. That's fun. Now, I mean, you could have done some nut stuff with that Wurmkin etchings. Anyway, before I rudely interrupted myself, I was gonna say, show me green... what's it called? Show me green heal cards. Right. Why did I say green? Because they're heal cards, right? I was expecting them to be green. What I meant to say is show me purple green cards. Purple heal cards is probably smarter. I think we click Return Soul. I mean, it's going to thin my deck. There's never a downside to this. There will definitely be times I don't have things I want to burn, but eventually things like this old magic, I don't really want to play it again or draw it again. Burning them out's pretty good. It lets me take things a little more aggressively, keep in these Vine Grasps, and just burn them. Yeah, it also means if they show me heal cards here that are not purple, I can bring them back and make them purple, which I like. Soul Cripple's also actually pretty decent with Decayed Decoy, for the record, but I don't know, 2 Ember. I'm sitting on 3 Ember for this whole run, so yeah. Yeah, look at this. Purple Focus Growth. Ooh, buddy. Pyrogrow deserves an honorable mention as well, and Preserve Thorns is actually pretty good since I took that Return Soul, right? But this Focus Growth is already purple. It draws me cards. That's good. What is this? Divine Artifact? Sadly, I don't know, man. I mean, I guess this maybe lets me be a little more aggro. I don't need the 25 gold. This is a case where this Divine Worn Grindstone might represent enough value that I can take a trial on Ring 5 where I might otherwise not be able to. I should take it. This is worth the 25 gold in terms of opportunity cost, right? We go to the right. I don't need steel shops, and I want to dupe my man right now. I remove 2 train stewards because they're awkward to play, and I don't want them. I also actually removed Total Recall. Total Recall's weird. It's good and bad, right? Like, on the one hand, this card is okay here because it pulls back purple cards, right? And I get some infusions. On the other hand, what if I just removed it and didn't have and just drew a purple card instead? I think I would prefer that. I don't really want to... I want to control my consumes a little better here. So I think Total Recall actually should go over this Train Steward. And I'll leave 1 in just in case, I don't know, Crystal Cloak maybe? Look at the caverns first. Maybe there's a melee weakness or something stupid. There's not. Spike of the Hellhorned. I mean, the problem is none of these are purple. There's a thing. I took that Wurmkin etchings existed. Man, if there had been an Awoken's Rail Spike on this cavern event, I'd be slapping myself for not clicking it. But there's not. And I don't want these, right? They don't... At the most, Spike of the Stygian is the best one, but I really just need to ramp Echoes ASAP. We have the line. We skip this. Sad there's no overflow there, but it's truly okay. Man, they show me that spell chain again, huh? Can't do it. I could spell chain that restore. It's not terrible, actually. It's actually really good. Dupe here is on our friend the Hermit. Cool. This is gonna clap some stuff. This is something else. I could take this spell chain. It is good to have. It's so value, right? It's not an Echo Infusion, right? I actually think it's in this Restore, potentially. It's 2 Rejuvenate triggers, and it's 2 Echoes. That's pretty excellent. Oh, yeah, it's value enough. That's fine. We'll move on. Okay, 95 shards is pretty disrespectful. It is not our friend Crystal Cloak, so I have very little fear here. We body sweeper here. I think we were fine in a Crystal Cloak anyway, for the record. Yeah, so it's Chief, Hollow, Razor Sharp, and we sit on the old magic. I play Awoken Hollow middle. He gets trounced here. Do need to ascend my man. Airdrop him in. I do lose the collector for that, but I think this is just, how do we say correct? It's fine. I took a multi-strike trial. I can't disrespect too hard. And then we just regen trigger, right? I mean, that kills. We're already at the point where we're annihilating, so I take the Echo up top, and that's good. I clear 140 comfortably. I just sit on this, I guess. We're strong. We are very powerful here. Yeah, so we do double restore triggers. I'm going to spread out the regen so they stack a little faster. I will click the focus growth, I think. Draw me faster is good. I should probably... Yeah, we'll return soul the shelter on this turn, actually. A really good turn for 16 armor. Cool. Yeah, I mean, we clobber this, right? We just send these units on the bottom floor. Cool, I take the heal card. The heal here is good. I'm just going to start pumping Echo Infusions into... I should really put it into one of the back dudes, huh? Yeah. And then, I don't even know. I'll put some Echoes on another floor, I suppose. Sure. Not even clicking the Vine Grasps. They do not matter one bit. I will start balancing HP here a little bit. I think it's good. I want to make sure we're still cultivating our dudes, but at the same time, it's fine. Yeah, I'm not worried about this, huh? Not at all. I'll take money here for sure. It's a heal as well. Pretty cool. We get the spell chain heal, which is nice. Yeah, that's a lot of HP, but if I have another turn like that, we're pretty good, right? Yeah, we get there. No questions. He doesn't even get through my armor? Jeez. Dang. Alright, fair enough. Precious Plating is an exceptional hit. Just make that more comfortable. Broken Memories is also an exceptional hit. It is purple. It can pull back something that I have return sold, and at worst, it just pulls back a thing. Yeah, I'll click that. That's good. It's a good card to have. Engraft is a heal that replaces itself in every sense. We click these. Cool. I don't need steel shops. There's no removals here. I guess I'll go to the left. Pyre health is something, I suppose. Take some -1s for sure. Show me an overflow. I'll trade Pyre health for a relic. Light's Gift. Unnecessary, but yeah. I mean, we have quick. It doesn't matter that much, but I'll click it. It's worth more than 25 gold to me. -1s. Always -1s here. I want to make focus growth 1 cost at least. A +10. This is a case where having heals that do more than 2 health is good for Spike's turns and stuff, so I'll put a +10 into a restore, yeah. I don't need permafrost here anymore. Correct. I already hit the permafrost that matters. Remove consume. It's not bad on this shelter, but I think we're okay with the Awoken Hollows, right? 20 and consume. I could put this on Vine Grasp, right? Make it a little more powerful. It's not bad. I might just remove cards, though. I don't mind having that in the deck, right? It is fodder for a Return Soul, which is good. -1s go into the restores. They are the better cards here. Yeah. What is coming up? A Merchant of Trinkets with the Unstable Vortex, which means I save my cash. Yeah. I have so much choice for my final 5 shards. I think it's probably going to be the Relic. And I'm probably going to dupe. Jeez, I guess I could dupe another Husk Hermit, but that's going to be hard to swing, right? I'll have to wait for the redraw, I guess. That's a little odd. It's never this money, though. We move on. Yeah. I think Fell doesn't stand a chance. This is not the Fell that would require me to play bottom floor. And even if it was, not even scared of it. Like, even with this, I actually just assemble the floor on turn 1 because of the way this works out, right? Yeah, that's a good turn, huh? Cool. Yes, immediately rewarded for -1s. I will get rid of Bogfly. I don't want him. Doesn't matter where I put that. This does not matter where I put that roots. What is it called? Vine Grasp. Yeah, now I just play heal cards and have a very good run of this. I send this Bogfly. I again just don't care about anything else. I guess I should put Reap into Fell because it's more useful than putting it anywhere else. Go top. get blasted. I always outscale any of these armor gains here, so... Yeah, that is a casual 600 into Fell there. It's a really good turn to kind of just take it, too. So, I mean, yeah, we win this. I just need to improve density is really it. Just load up Fell. I already cleared these other units. This 180 stands no chance in the wake of my super floor. Yeah, I mean, we get there. Cool. Yeah, so I then do Return Soul on that Restore. My Broken Memories middle for that Restore back. I take Echo Infusion. The nice thing about this holdover Echo Infusion coupled with the Emblem of the Exiles is that I'm always keeping Chief ahead of my Hermits. So, and the fact that they also scale each other is really good. Yeah, we do a ton of damage here. Wow. Absolutely out of control amounts of damage. 630 into the boss again. Yeah, I failed to see a world where this loses. I have so much HP on Chief here. Yeah, really good. Really, really good. Cool. I mean, I feel like we've answered the questions of this run. How do I keep Chief alive? How am I doing damage otherwise? I'm way ahead of the curve thanks to this old magic, which is hilarious to me. Like, we've really seen everything. Oh, and I even get money out of it. Oh, thank you. The fact that this also provides me with health, I mean, with meta progress in the form of money is massive. And this is we don't even get hit, right? Just doesn't even hit us. That was a 95 shard fell, by the way. Eternal Kinstone. Okay, so Echoes of the Past is a bait here. I need my Echoes, and early on it's really bad. Wurmkin Spike, actually pretty good with Decayed Decoy. I would click it if it were purple. But Eternal Kinstone is excellent because... I mean, I'm not really extracting, but it means if they show me something like a Soul Crushing Guilt, I feel more comfortable taking it. And the fact that it is 2 Echoes immediately makes it faster than other modes of Echo generation, which I value a lot. That is a card I will click. Now, I think... What do we have? I mean, I'm going to another magic shop. Never its other steel shop. I take removals next floor, which clears out a train steward and what? A bogfly, I think. It's never another space at this point. I don't actually think it's Ember either. I'm going to reduce the cost of most things to cheap enough. I take draw. I think draw is just better. Yeah. Find my stuff faster, please. More zero cost cards that give me echoes. Yeah, we take draw here. Cool. I would take a solution to Ember somewhere on this run, but I don't think it's necessary. I go to the left, as I mentioned. I get a chance to look at some cool trinkets. Alright, so that is a Lightstone casing. Right, I can do maybe some dumb things with that. I don't know what, but it's an option. We take Big Corruptor, big payout. You thought we were strong before with plus 10 per echo, now we're at plus 20 per echo. Our Chief is going to do 1 billion damage. It is, let me double check, these are the worst cards. Definitely this Train Steward. Let's see, everything else is good, right? Fractures are exceptional, they are Reap 3, huge damage sources. All these are heal cards or echo cards. Razor Sharp is fine, I can burn it later, it's cool. Yeah, it's just a Bogfly. We're in the cleanup phase, I don't need Mr. Bogflies. Echo Seedling. I don't think so. I'm not really playing the Consume line. For the record, I do think you could also have gone the First of Kin line here with that Wurmkin etchings and done some silly stuff. But I'm going to spin this, I think. Karuska? Yeah. Give me a Spell Chain. No Spell Chain today. That's okay. I probably didn't deserve it after disrespecting a little bit. If I had seen Spell Chain on this Echo Infusion, which... For the record, I think this spell Chain Restore is really strong. But oh buddy, this Echo Infusion now generates me Echoes and Ember? I mean, this relic is... Wow, wow, wow. What a good run. I can just sit on my money too. I don't really care about spending this right now. A Purge Stone? Nah, I'd rather click on this Divine Hoard and go to 110. I think we absolutely destroy Chased. And I don't have anything I really want to purge, right? Because Return Soul makes it all valuable, and a plus 30 is like, it's good, but meh, right? The relic is going to be worth more than that to me. Yeah, what a hit. Okay, well. Suddenly I feel really strong. I think there's no way I get punished for a Mark of Invasion either. Think of the worst case, right? They all explode. I mean, I have Quick, I have Light's Gift. I'm guaranteed to see a Sweeper on turn 1. Chief is going to have well more health than this. It's just free. I'm going to be honest with you. I actually think that Invasion Trial Ring 7 is one of the scariest trials you can see in the game, right? Just, this threatens so much damage to an unbelievable degree here. Like, just so much damage, right? And this is like, if you leak this top floor, that's 30 damage to your Pyre, and this second wave is just so much. I mean, this is also 30 damage to your front line if you happen to kill everything after they swing. You gotta respect. You have to respect. There's just no way around it. Now here's a question. If I play a Hermit, does he die on this floor? No. And as a matter of fact, I'm gonna do that because he gets me money. I can send him up next turn. Neat. Neat. We like it. What am I doing? I'm doing Razor Sharp, Return Soul on Razor Sharp. Good. I will take Fracture on... We're full up top, right? Yeah, I'll take Fracture on this Spikes Man then, and we'll chill on Mr. Old Magic for now. Take the money out of that, and then lift him on this turn. One of the nice things about him being frozen is that I can do that very comfortably and have just no fear. I do actually want to heal Chief that 35 life, but it's probably just going to be, what, this focus growth? Yeah. For now, we just kind of pump these regens, I think. Yeah. He's going to actually take some damage from these Wilt Wings, right? In which case, I maybe should respect the Wilt Wings a bit. Yeah. Maybe that'll be enough echoes on the next floor to actually kill one. It doesn't really matter. I mean, I think it does not matter, actually. Take this heal into Chief here, for sure. Let's see, do I get that? 3 by 3? Nah, it's fine. Whatever, it doesn't matter. We kill top, right? Yeah, we do. We're very strong. I'm doing like 500 sweep or something silly. And that's not even with focusing on the floor. We're okay. I have absolutely no fear. What's in my consume pile? Razor Sharp? Actually, it's just big heal in the Chief here. Take the other heals in the back. We just kind of burn stuff, I think. Send this Bogfly, who's the last remaining survivor. And I bring back the shelter, which is great. Cool. Yeah, I mean, I feel powerful. I think we are in a good position. I'm just going to tell it to you straight. Let's just load up this boss, right? Hit something. Take another 14 armor for funsies. We easily crush this. My man has 1,000,000 HP right now. Yeah, this is pretty silly. He hits me once. Oh, and I draw money. We love money. I want to test my strength here real quick, though. Like, where are we getting to here, right? That's a lot of damage. He actually doesn't swing on me now, huh? Yeah, with a turn like this, we really power out echoes. And this is important for the Relentless turn, right? You want to make sure you can do a lot. And that is a good power-up phase. We feel strong about that for Relentless turns. Yeah, infused Soul Crushing Guilt is actually, it just makes the Divinity even more free. I think we already answered this because I took the Awoken Hollows and I have good healing, but yeah, this seals the deal. This is +1 Ember, and it only costs me 1 Echo on the floor, of which it might be permanent. Channel Song? That's ambitious. No, we're not playing Channel Song. There's another focus growth here. I don't think I want to increase the density of those. It's not purple, right? The other one is better. I'd rather just redraw. Yeah, Channel Song. That's hilarious to me. You know, it's not terrible, but the RNG is not worth it. I need to play those dudes immediately, so I'm going to the left. I'm going to get up to 179 Pyre health, which is super cozy. Take some more -1s. Yeah, we're fine. What's in the Hoard? A really hilarious Dun Echo on Ring 8. Hammered Chestplate. I mean, Trader's Quill is probably the best thing here because I actually consume something periodically. Sure, not good, but fine. Holdover? Jeez. Holdover Focused Growth? I mean, that's pretty incredible, right? Look at this Merchant of Trinkets. Ah, Base Charge and Mind Hoard. Buy both of those. Wow, this run is crazy good. I can't even, like, this is Chief going mad with power. They've shown me everything I could possibly humanly want here. I think Return Soul Holdover is a bait here. I want to keep these cards. All of them are really strong. I think the density of Consume here is solid enough. I think it's actually just focused growth because this offsets the Holdover. It heals, it procs Rejuvenate, and it's purple. It is a really good choice for a card here. Yeah. I will make other restores free. They are the best cards in this deck for a lot of reasons. 20 in Consume. I could reasonably just dumpster a Vine Grasp at this point. I don't really care about it. Probably pretty good. I mean, let me click the relics because base charge is an obscene amount of strength for my Reap and for my Chief. Yep, Mind Hoard as well is actually good. It means I carry over more damage every turn. One of the best actual runs for Mind Hoard, by the way. The fact that I'm buying this is just should be telling. Cool, and then still just so much money here. Yeah, Holdover Focus Growth, that's a good one. Really good choice here. I'm gonna burn the Vine Grasp. I only need the one. We flip it, and then I take this -1. Right, I put the -1 into Restore. I want to play these every turn that they show me them. Sure. I'll put the other 20 in Consume in this other Vine Grasp, right? I mean, it doesn't matter. I have Fractures, I have Quick Sweep. I don't care. These are non-purple, so making them go away is pretty good. Sure. 110 out of 100, and I still haven't even duped yet? Gross. This is a grotesque amount of power, huh? Now, I think another Awoken Hollow Sweeper is probably overkill, but it's also really strong. Man, I think the Restore is potentially better here. I mean, 4 hits? We saw our strength there. I killed a, what is it, like a 1600 HP boss in 1 round, essentially. That is strong enough with how much HP Chief has. I think taking another Awoken Hollow Husk Hermit is weird. Technically, I could actually just play where is it? I play the old magic, and then whenever I draw Return Soul, I just bring it back and burn it because I don't need the money anymore, right? I mean, it is really powerful, huh? I don't have the AoE healing for this. I don't know. I think this is fine, but I also think that we do enough damage here, and I would actually just rather have another one of these spell chain restores, right? Just unironically. Honestly, another consideration is for another Soul Crushing Guilt. Having 2 of these in your pile is really good. I actually think it is just Soul Crushing Guild, all things considered, right? Like, truly. I should have maybe considered freezing it, but I don't think so. No, I need to just play it when you see it, right? The only thing that maybe threatens me is Divinity's sweep, because I am playing top. You know, the honest take here, I'm going to dupe Soul Crushing Guild. I think this is... Here's me talking to you and telling you, okay, I have a 99% confidence I win here. How do I make this 100? You can make a sillier run by duping another hollow and putting it on the floor. Just kill the Divinity faster. But the density of your Divinity survivability answer matters. There is a world right now where somehow I just bottom deck this thing and... I don't know, there's a sweep floor with spikes on the same turn, like Harvest Wave... Right, there's like a draw order that kills me right now because my front Hermit will kill himself on spikes on the same turn if I bottom deck this Soul Crushing Guild. So if I have two of them, I remove that risk. And thanks to base charge, I can play it even on turn one comfortably. So we just duplicate the answer here and we're cool with it. Two of those in the deck is run solved. Yeah, 110 out of 100. Yeah, let's move on. I'm extremely confident in this run. I would give this a 99.9% chance. I actually think this is 100%. Like, truly, there is no draw order that kills me, actually. This is a 100% win. I can... As long as I don't misplay, is I think the only way I have to word this, right? As long as I do not misplay. Hit the boss, right? Oh, yeah. Right. I took Trader's Quill. Sure. Fun. Alright. Awoken Hollow. Get up here, bud. And I'm actually going to return soul that old magic immediately because I just don't care. Could daze something? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Like, Light's Gift also doesn't matter. I have the quick. I mean, I took it because they showed it to me, but whatever. I'm just going to hold on these cards, right? I don't need to bring any of these consumers back at this point. Yeah, whatever, it's fine. We have 5 echoes. We're strong. You can't purge my echoes. You're just dead to me, man. Yeah, this is going to be power. This is a power turn, huh? Yeah, I'm doing 1,000 to Seraph here. I'm feeling okay about that. That Mind Hoard hit is actually pretty ridiculous, all things considered. Having 4 Ember with this Karuska, also pretty ridiculous, all things considered. This run is stupid. I'm just gonna tell you, this run is stupid. There's nothing about it. Come back up here, bud. Yeah, this is a good turn, huh? What a strong turn of Monster Train, huh? I could use Echo Infusion to get Ember here, and it's fine. I play the Eternal Kinstone. I take a Restore. I don't even need to play. I guess I should click Shelter, huh? I mean, I'm doing 1,300 to the man. It's fine. We kill him. The days here doesn't matter. We just skip it. Just blast this wave into the ether. This is over. There's a universe where I kill him next turn, actually, which is weird to think about. Draw me cards, please. I just pump Reap on him now. There's no reason not to. I don't need it up top. Come top, man. Do we pre-relentless you, bud? Ooh, I might. I might. No, I don't. We come close, but we do not get there. Which is okay, really. Yeah, I mean, he has 400 life. We do not fear the Seraph. He is dead the next turn he comes up here. This is actually end turn territory, right? I just don't click anything. Yep. We're fine. When I get to this point with the end turn territory, that's when you know, right? That's when you know, because I would never do this. I kill him in 1 turn here. I even get the Soul Crushing Guild for, like, maximum BM. right? Let's look at this Relentless turn. Unbelievable. He's dead in 1 round from 1 Husk Hermit. Cool. That was a Seraph combat. If I am clicking end turn, you should know that I feel over 100% confident. So confident that not even overconfidence can be a slow and insidious killer. That turn 1 Soul Crushing Guilt. Get the hell off my train, dude. Yeah, cool. The only thing that could threaten me here no longer threatens me. The Divinity does not even attack. This plays itself. We play Husk Hermit middle. I raise him up. I see the Echo Infusion. Very cool. Take the stats. Play the Eternal Kinstone for the big sweep value. Cool. Cool. Well, this has been fun. This has been a good run, I would say, of Monster Train the video game. That's a pretty solid turn, huh? I'm gonna kill... Oh, I was looking at this. I was like, how in the world is this Spell Shield Conduit Redirector dying? It's because I pulled to the front and then it dies with Trader's Quill. So the way this looks is bizarre. Look at that. Full front kill. It is true. But it's just weird to look at that. We already overwhelm every floor here. We ramp too fast. And I draw too many cards. It's just... That's it. Return Soul something here. It's time for the Razor Sharp to go, I think. Play the Shelter here. May as well. Bring back the Shelter here. May as well. That's a 1300 damage turn. This is one of those things where I theoretically could get bodied by something like... What is it? You theoretically could get slapped here by something like... What is it? What could even threaten me? Like the mini-bosses if I had not seen my Ascend. But this Ascend just brings so much unbelievable confidence that it's out of control. It's just silly. If I have a good turn here, I win, by the way. I don't know if we have a good turn. We're just going to play the cards and see what it shows us. We might, though, all things considered. Right? We could be having it. Yeah, we get it. Great job. Pretty relentless kill. I mean, I killed chains on the same turn. I mean, look at this. With, like, we were strong enough here with this kind of a big turn with 1 Husk Hermit, right? 300 here, times 2, he's doing 600, and then we have the Chief hitting. We would get there. But the ability to put 2 of them on a floor is dumb. We just win. Like, it's over. That is Monster Train. That is a high roll. And you know what? Honestly, Chief is pretty notorious for this kind of thing. This clan combo is exceptional. Really good overall. Hard to go wrong. Love seeing the heals. Fun. All right, that's good times. We'll go to the run summary. I have some things to say, but I don't know. 93. Bing. Yeah, no big records here. Nothing fancy. Just big, strong Wurmkin. All right, so there are a lot of things here that I think matter. I was aggressive on shards early, and I got paid out for it with the Emblem of the Exiles, and honestly, Decayed Decoy also did a lot of work simply because I had fractures, and I'm cool with that. I never saw the mandibles to go with it, but I didn't need to. This was good. I was going to keep those anyway. Now this Husk Hermit hitting all the upgrades early on, that's awesome. I duped this thing on Ring 5 and had a truly outrageous old magic high roll. The Ascend here was very, very powerful. This enabled me to do the dupe, which put this run so far over in strength that, yeah, I don't want to call it free, but we answered everything. And Emblem of the Exiles, coupled with the Echo Infusion on Holdover, was enough survivability that even the scariest bosses couldn't pose a threat. I mean, our chief had something like 250 HP going into Relentless, which is an unbelievable amount of health, right? Just when your backlines are doing, was it like 1200 damage a turn. You don't need 250 life. But we had it. I won't say no to it. And we just saw a bunch of Wurmkin relics that were really good. Like Karuska, Base Charge, Mind Hoard. These really went out of control. Having all three of these on a Corruptor run is nuts. Some of these hits are really strong relics that I shouldn't discount here. But like, did I ever even take pyre damage after a certain point? No. The precious plating didn't matter. It was comfort. I had 179 pyre health at the end. Sure, man, why not? Light's Gift? I don't know. Did it really matter? It technically was like one extra free turn, question mark. I don't care. It didn't matter on the Divinity, it didn't matter on Seraph. So kind of whatever. It didn't matter on any of the other combats. We had enough life. So like Light's Gift is exceptional, right? But I had Quick. I had solved this run without it. I didn't need it. So fair. I think the biggest relic hits here are Emblem of the Exiles and Karuska, and actually Mind Hoard. Like, I got to give Mind Hoard a lot of credit. That's just an extra echo on every floor on a run that really cares about everything, right? I mean, that's an extra plus 80 damage to my floor. And it makes it so that my initial ramp for a kill turn is significantly higher, right? So I have 5 echoes to start instead of 4. It's actually really strong. Like, I don't want to discount it. It's probably one of the best runs for this relic, which is really cool because I actually think this is one of the weaker Wurmkin relics, and it's still this powerful. There's so much to unpack here, really. I mean, like the old magic hit, the multiple Husk Hermits, Corruptor was so strong here. I think we easily could have won this same run with Decayer. I mean, they showed me Decayed Decoy on, what was this? This was Ring 3 or Ring 2. It was Ring 2 I saw Decayed Decoy. Chief, if I had seen the Decayer line, we would have pretty relentless killed everything with Reap. It would have been absolutely silly. I would have taken that infused Keeper of Echoes. I would have still taken the old magic that ascends, put 3 of those on a floor. Oh, buddy, Chief never dies, kill everything. You've got a relentless floor that's doing, I don't know, 500, 600 damage around. You have Light's Gift. It would be stupid. We would win. We easily win that. That run crushes. You could replay this if you saw Decayer. So really, this run had it all. We had the line, we had good starters, restores were excellent here. I put this Awoken Hollow in as I didn't need to do this, right? I could have done the Shattered Shell and it would have been fine. Or I could have done nothing. I didn't even need an infusion on this run. But I did this because it mattered a little, and it did save me pyre health over the course of the run. There was a 180 dude that we didn't leak thanks to us getting over a certain number and navigating Ring 4 correctly. So we really just played this very well, is the way I want to put this. The game showed us great cards, truly great cards, and we just picked the right cards and we won the run. And yeah, like this is a high roll, but at the same time, it's not the highest of high rolls. It's just an extremely confident run. Just one of the other reasons why Spine Chief is such a good champion. Just so strong. If you can solve the how do I fit more things on his floor line, hey old magic, how's it going? Then hell yeah, man. So that's honestly all I have to tell you here. It brings us up to 93, which is always very exciting. 7 more to go if I make it all the way. And yeah, so hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like or a dislike if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.